The crystal glasses chimed with a sound like tiny, perfect bells. Everything in our life was like that. Perfect. Curated. Liam made sure of it. From the crisp white tablecloths to the single elegant orchid at the center of each table, our 5th anniversary party was less a celebration and more a testament to his success. Our success, he would say. But I knew who the architect was. I smoothed down the silk of my dress, a placid smile fixed on my face as I scanned the crowd of smiling, laughing people. Our friends, our family, all of them playing their parts in the beautiful little diorama Liam had constructed.
There you are. I was about to send out a search party for the most beautiful woman in the room.
Just admiring your handiwork. It's a beautiful party, Liam. Really.
Only the best for us, darling. 5 years. Can you believe it? 5 years of perfection. I was just talking to the Hendersons. They're thinking of selling their place on the lake. I told them we might be interested. A weekend place. What do you think?
The Hendersons' place. Wow, that's a big step.
It's the next step. House, marriage, success. A lake house is the logical progression. It'll be another project for you to decorate. You're so good at making things beautiful.
I am. Making things beautiful. That's what I do.
And nobody does it better. Now come on. My parents are waving us over. Let's go be the perfect hosts.
Of course. I followed him, my smile never wavering. It was a well-practiced expression, one I wore like a second skin. Inside, though. Inside felt like a room with all the furniture covered in white sheets. Clean, empty, and silent. I loved Liam. I thought I did. He was a good man, a provider. He gave me a life most people would kill for. So why did I feel like I was slowly suffocating in a room with all the windows painted shut? And then, just as I was taking a glass of champagne from a passing tray, I saw her. And it was like a sledgehammer didn't just crack a window. It shattered the entire goddamn wall.
No, no way. Is that Alara Vance in the flesh, looking like she just stepped off a magazine cover?
Chloe! Oh my God. Chloe! What are you doing here? I thought you were in, I don't know, Peru?
I was, last month. Got back stateside a week ago and heard through the grapevine that my oldest friend was having a party. I couldn't miss seeing you celebrate 5 years of domestic bliss, now could I?
I can't believe it. You look exactly the same, just more. More you.
It's all the sun and lack of responsibility. It does wonders for the complexion. You, on the other hand, wow. This whole life, it's a lot.
It is. It's good. A good lot. This is my husband, Liam. Liam, this is Chloe, my best friend from before.
Ah, the famous Chloe. I've heard stories. The partner in crime. The world traveler. A pleasure to finally meet you.
The pleasure's all mine. You've done well for yourself, snagging this one. She was always the one with the good heart. I was just the bad influence.
Yes, well, Elara doesn't need bad influences anymore. She has responsibilities.
Right. Responsibilities. Well, I won't keep you from them. It's amazing to see you, Elle. We have to properly catch up. My number is the same. Call me.
I will. I promise. Watching her walk away, weaving through the crowd with an ease I hadn't felt in years, was like watching a part of myself I'd forgotten existed. Liam's hand found the small of my back, his touch a possessive anchor pulling me back to reality.
So that's her. A bit rough around the edges, isn't she?
She's a free spirit. She's wonderful.
She's a backpacker living off a trust fund. It's easy to be a free spirit when you don't have a mortgage. Come on, we need to cut the cake. Everyone's waiting.
The rest of the night was a blur. I smiled, I laughed, I accepted compliments on my beautiful life. But all I could think about was Chloe. Her easy laugh. The way her eyes crinkled at the corners when she smiled. The feeling of that old forgotten part of myself stirring from a long, long sleep. I called her the next day, and the day after that, and the day after that. We met for coffee, which turned into lunch, which turned into long walks in the park, talking about everything and nothing. It was easy. It was right. It was like finding a piece of my own soul I didn't even know was missing.
And so then the guide, this tiny old man named Mateo, he tells me the secret to climbing the mountain is to not look at the top. You just look at the step right in front of you, over and over again. And eventually, you're there.
Wow. And you did it? You made it to the summit?
Hell yeah, I did. The air was so thin it felt like I was breathing glitter. It was the hardest and most incredible thing I've ever done. What about you? What's the last hard and incredible thing you've done?
I planned a charity gala last year. It raised over $100,000 for the Children's Hospital.
That's amazing, Elle. It really is. But that's work. I mean, for you, for your soul. What have you done for her?
I don't know. I don't think I even know who her is anymore. She feels buried under silk dresses and catering menus and Liam's expectations.
Hey, she's still in there. I can see her. The girl who wanted to be a photojournalist. The one who climbed onto a roof just to see the stars better. She's not gone. Just dormant.
I miss her. I didn't even realize how much until you came back.
Then let's wake her up.
And we did. Or rather, Chloe did. She coaxed me out of my gilded cage bit by bit. We went to grimy music clubs. We took a pottery class where I ended up covered in clay and laughing so hard I couldn't breathe. We drove out to the coast and screamed at the ocean. With every passing day, I felt the layers of the perfect wife, the perfect hostess, the perfect woman flake away. And the person underneath was someone I was starting to recognize, someone I was starting to like. Liam, however, was not.
You're seeing Chloe again? That's the third time this week, Ilara. Don't you think that's a bit much? People are starting to talk.
Let them talk. She's my friend, Liam. I'm allowed to have friends.
Of course you are. But this is different. She's influencing you. You're different lately. Distracted. You forgot to call the caterer for the fundraiser planning committee next week.
I'll call them tomorrow. It's not the end of the world. Maybe I don't want my entire world to revolve around caterers and fundraisers anymore. Did you ever think of that?
What is that supposed to mean? I've given you everything. A beautiful home, a life of leisure. All you have to do is manage our social obligations, and now you're complaining about that? Is this her? Is this Chloe putting these ridiculous ideas in your head?
This has nothing to do with Chloe. This has to do with me. I feel like I'm an accessory to your life, Liam. Something you acquired, like the lake house or the new Mercedes. Something to make everything look perfect.
You are my wife. Your role is to support me, to support us, this life we've built. And that's exactly what you'll do. I have a dinner with my boss on Friday. You will be there, you will be charming, and you will put this rebellious phase behind you. Do you understand?
Yes, Liam. I understood perfectly. I understood that the cage I was in wasn't just gilded. It was made of steel. The fight left me feeling hollowed out. I went to Chloe's apartment that night. a tiny, cluttered place filled with books and maps and the scent of sandalwood incense. It felt more like a home than my own house ever had.
You okay? You look like you've seen a ghost.
I feel like I am a ghost in my own life. I just had a horrible fight with Liam. He basically told me to get back in my box and be the good little wife he paid for.
Oh, Elle, you're not a ghost. And you're certainly not something to be bought. He's just scared.
Scared? Of what?
Of you. Of the woman I see. The one who is waking up. And realizing she deserves more than a perfect house. She deserves a perfect life. A real one. One that she builds for herself.
And what if that life doesn't have him in it? What if the person I'm becoming isn't his wife?
Then she isn't. And that's okay. It's terrifying. But it's okay.
And then it happened. It wasn't a conscious decision. It was an inevitability, like a river finally reaching the sea. I looked at her, at this person who saw me, the real me, and I leaned in, and I kissed her. And it was everything. It wasn't just a kiss. It was a door swinging open to a world I never knew existed. It was color after a lifetime of black and white. It was coming home to a place I'd never been before. It was the truth. My truth.
Oh. Yeah. Oh.
The weeks that followed were a strange mix of intoxicating joy and crippling fear. With Chloe, I was alive. We'd spend hours talking, laughing, exploring this new, beautiful thing between us. It felt more real and honest than anything in my life. But then I'd go home, back to the silent, perfect house, back to Liam. And the guilt was a physical weight. I was living a lie. 2 lives. And I knew it was only a matter of time before they collided. The collision came on a rainy Tuesday afternoon. I had told Liam I was at a charity meeting. Instead, I was with Chloe, in her bed, in her arms. We had just made love, and I was lying there, tracing the lines on her palm, feeling a sense of peace I'd never earned. I could stay here forever.
The offer is always on the table. We could run away. Go to Bali. I know a great little hut on the beach.
Don't tempt me. You know I'm tempted. I need to figure out how to tell him, how to end it. It's not fair to him. It's not fair to any of us.
I know. But you have to do it, Elle. You can't keep living like this. It's eating you alive.
I'll do it this week, I promise. Friday, after his big presentation at work, I'll tell him.
Okay. And I'll be here, whatever happens.
But I never got the chance to tell him. Because when I got home that evening, the house was different. It was silent, but it was a loud silence, a heavy silence. Liam was sitting in the dark, in his armchair in the living room. The only light was the cold blue glow of his phone in his hand.
Where were you, Ilara?
I told you, at the charity meeting. It ran late.
Did it? That's funny, because I called the foundation. They said the meeting was canceled, postponed until next week. So I'll ask you again. Where were you?
I went for a drive to clear my head. I wasn't feeling well.
A drive, I see. Well, while you were on your drive, a friend of mine sent me something interesting. A little video. He was walking his dog past that bohemian slum your friend Chloe lives in, and he saw someone who looked an awful lot like you, going inside. this afternoon.
Liam.
And then I did something I've never done before, because I had this sick feeling in my stomach. I hired a man, a professional, to watch you. I don't know what I thought, that you were having an affair with some artist or a musician, something cliché, something I could understand, something I could fight. But this,
He turned his phone around, and my world ended. It was a picture. Me and Chloe. Through her bedroom window. A grainy, long lens shot, but it was unmistakably us. Kissing. No.
I thought he'd made a mistake. I thought it was a joke. But then he sent the rest. Pictures of you, holding her hand, laughing, looking at her in a way you have never, ever looked at me. So, I have one last question for you, Elara, and I suggest you answer it honestly. Are you fucking her?
Liam, please. Let me explain.
Are you fucking her?
Yes. The word hung in the air between us, ugly and undeniable. I expected him to yell, to scream, to throw things. I was prepared for rage. But what came next was so much worse. He didn't explode. He collapsed inward. His face, which had been contorted with fury, suddenly went slack. He looked at me, and for the first time I saw something other than anger. I saw pure, unadulterated disgust.
You are pathetic. Do you have any idea what you've done? Not just to me, to us, to our life, our reputation. Everything I have worked for, everything we have worked for, you've dragged it through the mud. For what? Some disgusting little phase with that vagrant?
It's not a phase, and don't you dare call her that. This is who I am, Liam.
Who you are? You don't even know who you are. You are a confused, broken little girl. You think this is love? This is a symptom of your own weakness. You couldn't handle the pressure of being my wife, of living up to the standards I set. So you ran to the first person who told you it was okay to be a failure.
That's not true. She sees me, the real me.
The real you? A lying, cheating, what do you even call it? A lesbian? Is that the word? God, it's pathetic. You're throwing away a perfect life. For this, you think she can give you what I can? This house? The cars? The respect of our community? You'll be a pariah, a freak, and I'll make sure of it.
I don't want your community. I don't want your respect. I don't want this life if it means I have to pretend to be someone I'm not.
Oh, you'll want it. You'll beg for it back when you see what your life becomes without me. I want you out of my house. Now.
What? Liam, be reasonable. It's the middle of the night. Where am I supposed to go?
I don't care. Go to her. Go live in her little rat-infested apartment. But you are not spending one more second under my roof. Get your things, a single bag. The rest my lawyer will be in touch about. You will get nothing, Elara. I will make it my mission to ensure you walk away from this with absolutely nothing but the clothes on your back and the shame of what you've done.
His eyes were like chips of ice. The man I had married, the man I had spent 5 years of my life with, was gone. In his place was a stranger, a cruel, hateful stranger. I didn't argue. I didn't plead. I walked upstairs, my legs feeling like they were made of lead, and packed a bag. I took my passport, a few clothes, and a small framed photo of me and Chloe from when we were teenagers, a picture I had kept hidden in the back of my closet. As I walked past the living room, he was standing by the fireplace, staring into the empty hearth.
You disgust me. You have made a mockery of my life, and you will pay for it. I promise you that.
I walked out the front door and didn't look back. The rain was coming down in sheets, and I stood on the perfect manicured lawn, getting soaked to the bone. My whole world shattered around me. I had one place to go. I called Chloe. Her voice, thick with sleep, was the sweetest sound I had ever heard.
Elle, what's wrong? It's 2 in the morning.
He knows. Liam knows everything. He kicked me out.
What? Oh my God. Where are you?
I'm outside. I didn't know where else to go.
Stay right there. Don't move. I'm coming to get you.
The weeks that followed were the hardest of my life. Liam was true to his word. He filed for divorce. And his lawyer was brutal. They painted me as an unstable, mentally ill adulterer. They froze my credit cards, drained our joint bank account. He called my parents and told them a twisted version of the truth, and they sided with him. They told me I had brought shame on the family and that I wasn't welcome home until I came to my senses. The friends who had toasted our happiness at our anniversary party now crossed the street to avoid me. Whispers followed me everywhere. I was a social leper. I had lost everything. My home, my money, my family, my friends. Everything but Chloe.
We'll figure it out, okay? We'll figure it out. You can stay here as long as you need. I don't have much, but what's mine is yours.
He's going to win, Chloe. He's going to destroy me. I have nothing left.
You have me. And you have yourself. The real you, and she, my friend, is a fighter. You just forgot for a little while. He didn't destroy you, he liberated you. He just did it in the cruelest way possible.
It was a slow process. I had to get a job, a real job, for the first time in years. I started waitressing at a small cafe. The work was hard, the pay was terrible, but it was mine. Every dollar I earned felt more valuable than the thousands Liam had given me. Chloe was my rock. She held me when I cried, she made me laugh when I wanted to scream, and she never once let me believe I was broken. She just kept reminding me that I was finally whole. My feet are killing me. Some guy today complained his soup was too wet. Too wet? What does that even mean?
It means he's an idiot. But you handled it, and you survived, and now you're home. I made pasta.
You are a literal angel. You know that, right?
Just paying it forward. Now come on, eat. You need your strength. You've got another day of fighting the good fight tomorrow.
Slowly, agonizingly, I started to build a new life. A real one. Not a perfect one, but a real one. It was messy and hard and sometimes terrifying. But it was mine. The divorce was finalized. Liam, in a final act of cruelty, made sure I got the absolute minimum possible. He got the house, the cars, the lake house. I got my freedom, and I realized, in the end, I had gotten the better deal. It's been a year now. Chloe and I have our own small apartment. It's nothing like the mansion I used to live in. The furniture is mostly secondhand, and the pipes rattle in the winter. But it's filled with laughter and books and love. I'm not a waitress anymore. I saved up and bought a good camera. I've been taking pictures, building a portfolio. I even sold a few prints last month. It's a start.
This is it! Look! They framed it so beautifully.
I can't believe it. My photo. Hanging in a gallery.
I can. I always could. This is just the beginning, Elle. You're finally becoming the woman you were always meant to be.
only because I have you.
No, you did this. I just held the door open. You were the one brave enough to walk through it.
I look back at the woman I was a year ago, standing in her silk dress at a perfect party, and I barely recognize her. She was a ghost, haunting a beautiful house. She was dying a slow, quiet death. My husband thought his reaction, his cruelty, his revenge would destroy me. He thought he could break me by taking everything away. But he was wrong. He didn't break me. He set me free. Losing that perfect life was the best thing that ever happened to me, because it allowed me to find a real one. It allowed me to find her. And most importantly, it allowed me to finally find myself. Have you ever had a moment that completely shattered your world, only to realize it was exactly what you needed to build a new one? Let me know your story in the comments below. And if you want to hear more stories about finding strength in the hardest moments, make sure you subscribe. Thanks for listening.